You are now watching Zach Lesage, the best place to learn about competitive Pokemon TCG. Let's get it! Yo, what's poppin' peeps? Welcome back to the channel, Zach Lesage here. We're back with some more tabletop gameplay. It's gonna be another game that I played against PJ. We're going Gengar VMAX versus Gengar VMAX. Again, these are really early lists, but it's awesome to see exactly how they play out with that physical feel. There's something about the ASMR, about the cards riffling and shuffling the table and just talking and being across, virtually across, because it is with webcams and stuff like that. But I think we did a great job at doing the setup. The lists are in the description, so if you want to see the differences of our lists or anything going on with that, be sure to check that out. You can copy and paste those right into PTCGO. Let's jump into the games and see exactly how it goes. Just make sure that the deck's all shuffled up, so we can figure it out. And again, both of our lists are different. I'm going for more of a capture energy. I have some spicy text in there as well. Not sure if PJ knows exactly what's in my list. Don't look in the description, cheater.
I actually have not looked in the description at your list. I know that
he doesn't even know how to look in the description.
Yes. I don't even know.
But you also know how to look in the description and find out what's going on with these sick lists. Because
now, is this very similar to your iteration that you had on your YouTube channel?
I changed it up literally right before this.
Ooh, spicy.
So it's close. It's different though. I'll be right back.
Nice. How's everybody doing out there? Are you enjoying the tabletop content that we're performing here for you, or that we're putting on our YouTube channel? We're going to have a lot more like this. So tell us what you think in the comments. If you're in the live chat as well, let us know what you want to see next. We'll have some newer decks featured on our next video here. And also, if there's anything about the stream that you'd like a little bit more of or a little bit less of.
Okay, I am back. We are back. We are back, and we are back.
All right, Dak. Yeah, Dak. Zach is here playing some tabletop games with us. We are going to go now into the best of 3 for the Gengar VMAX single strike mirror match.
What do you want to call here, buddy? You want to call heads or do you want to call tails?
I will call tails again.
It is tails. So I'm assuming you're going to go first. I don't know if I'm having some problems hearing you.
Oh, it's all right. John was taking my Arby's order, so sorry.
Okay, okay, you're good. You're going first, though?
Yes, I will go first, please. Please and thank you.
What's a vegan eating at Arby's?
Just some curly fries.
Okay, that's curly fries are kind of fun. Okay, so I don't know if it's a stateside thing.
Yeah.
Have y'all got the new Kringle cut fries there?
I have not. I haven't been to Arby's in a hot minute.
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't feel like anyone has. But sorry, Arby's, if you're looking to sponsor the Shuffle Squad stream.
Oh no. Taco Bell though. Right. Taco Bell, if you're listening, please sponsor me.
Taco Bell's fire. I mean, Taco Bell, like a lot of people used to talk trash about Taco Bell, and they seem to really turn that around.
Yeah, I love Taco Bell. It's one of my favorites. Yeah, top tier, S tier. All right, here we go.
Let it rip.
Awesome. So I will draw for turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Sweet. All right, so we can make some things happen here. I have the Hiding Darkness Energy, which is great. And I think that I'm going to discard a basic energy, go into the deck. I'm going to go in. And that's the nice part about Gengar over Urshifu is I feel like you can discard so many pieces that were so vital in the last one. That's another part. You know, I talked about in the last game set that I could just, you know, pitch away a Houndour, a Houndoom. It didn't matter because I don't need them. I can pitch away some energies. I don't need them. And it's still okay. I can still do things. I can still attack. I just hate Cheryl. That's all.
Cheryl was top.
Top tier Cheryl. All right, and I am going to pass my turn.
Gotcha. Okay, let's pick up for this turn. My hand is not really where I want it to be, by the way. So if we are... I actually have to go ahead and pitch with research away a Houndoom, Umbreon VMAX boss switch.
Yikes.
It sucks to suck. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Thank you for the love and support, Anti. We appreciate
7.
you.
Yes. Quick ball away, single strike energy. For a Houndour, I'm going to go Capture Energy onto this Houndour for another Houndour. I think I want to go for another Houndour. I need to double check the Houndoom count left. Always check your prize cards, kids.
Yes.
Yep, we're gonna go all the way. As long as I can count the single strike energies too.
Getting the squad up on the bench here.
Yeah, we're feeling good. This is why I like the capture energies. I've also seen a few people talk about the battle VIP pass, which I think is interesting when it comes to a deck that's very bench heavy. I think decks like Single Strike and Shadow Rider and stuff could benefit from cards like that. Decks that really need those basics at turn 1 might be really good. We're going to go ahead here and pass, hopefully not sacrifice this Umbreon V to our Dark Overlord Gengar, but
yes.
Maybe.
Here we go. I will draw for turn. I will bench another Gengar V.
Yep.
I'm going to put another Tower of Darkness down. Then I'm going to use a research to get rid of an Urn and a switch to draw 7 more cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Got some of the things that we want here. I did get another Hiding Darkness Energy, and I'm going to bench the Houndour. Then use Single Strike Roar to go into the deck. And place a Single Strike Energy onto the Gengar V, putting 20 damage there. Then we're going to use Pain Burst for 210 damage. I do put 30 damage on myself, though.
Oh, for the Gengar V's attack.
Yes, for Pain Burst.
Okay, I'm going to send up Houndour.
Take 2.
So you have, sorry, your Gengar has how much HP left now?
It has 160.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure. Pick up for my turn. I am going to go for... I'm going to go Evolution Incense first because I'm trying to thin my deck out in the correct order. I'm trying to follow up that attack with a knockout myself. So that was... You have 4 prize cards left, right?
Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure. It's also a matchup you got to be careful to play your... what's it called? Crobat V down is a liability in this particular matchup.
Oh,
just
yeah.
because of panic and fear. Keep that in mind while you're playing. Logan's asking who's winning. I won the first. I won the best 2 out of 3. I played Inteleon versus BJ's Gengar VMAX deck. I won 2-0 because Cheryl was tough to deal with.
Yes, Cheryl was very hard to deal with. So remember teching. I wonder if decks will start teching. What's that stadium? That was a Dynatree Hill or something like that, where you can't heal your Pokemon. You might see that come back.
That might be hot. I'm gonna grab an Umbreon V. So I think I'm going to try to get the comeback with the Moonlight Blade. I think you're in a good spot, though, this game. I truly think so.
It's feeling good.
No, however, I'm actually going to be going back in, so let's go Houndoom. Let's go Single Strike Roar ×2. So I would take 40 damage onto this bruh. I'm going to go Urn of Vitality to fish this Single Strike Energy back into my deck. And I need to try to get one more. There's a world where I might not have wanted to use Single Strike Roar, but I just need kind of any energy. So I'm okay with how this plays out.
Yeah, that's where I'm always cautious, and you guys watching at home should be cautious too. If you're playing a Single Strike deck, you want to make sure that the probability of you drawing into an energy is higher than just using Houndoom's Single Strike Roar. So that's something you want to keep in mind when you're putting energies back into the deck or drawing them out. What is the best probability that you're going to see the energies in the correct order? So that's a sequencing trick to use with this deck.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go for Capture Energy on the Umbreon V. Search my deck for a Gengar V myself. I think that sounds like a pretty hot plan. I'm gonna be doing Evolution Incense as well. Searching my deck for a Houndoom. I am gonna retreat first. Evolve into Houndoom, and then I'm going to use a Single Strike Roar. So I want to have as many things as possible. So we use all of our Single Strike Roars for the turn. This takes 20 damage as well. And let's go for Moonlight Blade for 200 damage for the knockout.
Okay. Takes down my Gengar V, and I will promote my other Gengar V. So here we're going to try and work it out where we're prize trading efficiently with Zach's Single Strike deck.
Yeah, it's maybe pretty good. I will draw my prize cards as well. Very happy with those prize cards.
All right, I am going to draw for turn, and we're going to attach the Single Strike Energy. We're going to earn a Vitality back this Single Strike Energy.
Sure.
I am going to use Single Strike Roar.
Sure.
And put that onto the Gengar V. Pop the 20 damage on there. Then I'm gonna use Marnie here.
I really liked my hands.
I'm sorry, Zach. I'm really sorry.
Very good. It was very, very, very good.
5. Sometimes you do, and sometimes you just Marnie. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so this seems very good for me. I'm gonna evolve into Houndoom. I will also evolve into Gengar VMAX. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna hold the hand here, and then I can use Panic Fear for 120, 140, 160, which will knock out your Umbreon V.
Pretty good one. So I'm gonna send up my Gengar V here, and I mean, I think what we're looking at is I need to get an Urn of Vitality in order to make things happen. You're down to 2 prize cards left. Yeah. So let's go. I'm trying to shuffle my deck up first before I draw into anything because I put a couple urns at the bottom of my deck.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go Great Ball first. There's a higher chance of me hitting off this because I'm trying to thin my deck out too.
Yeah. I mean, I love the back and forth swing of how this feels. It definitely, the mirror match feels a lot more like regular Pokemon than that Rapid Strike Inteleon VMAX deck did. So I'm in love. I like this, but I mean, I've been saying since the family decks were released that Rapid Strike Gengar VMAX is gonna just overtake. I don't know why in Japan it's not played as heavily, because I do pay attention to the Japanese
I think it's like
meta.
a different format though, right? Like they have already different things.
They have like team up on, but it's weird team up because it's based on the lettering.
Yeah.
The letter mark.
So it's one of those things where like it's two different formats. And I mean, I feel like Japan thinks very differently than us when it comes to their deck choice. You could even see when they play, when Japanese players or Oceania, Asian players from any of those regions, they usually play very different decks than what North American, European players are playing.
Right.
And even South American players, right? I find like those three are very more of what we're used to in a metagame.
Right.
But Japan and friends always play it a little bit differently.
Yeah, for sure.
I think I'm going to definitely draw into a single strike. You want to know what? I need to go search for a single strike energy because I need to thin out my deck to try to get an urn. So I'm going to do that into 20 damage.
Gotcha.
It's really one of those opportunities where I wish I had the Urn of Vitality or the Vitality band. It's the only deck that plays both Vitality cards.
Yeah, right. All the Vitality in one deck. You need it.
Yeah, we need to find Urn, and I need to push as hard as I can to find Urn and not get knocked out. I mean, you do have opportunities to knock me out, but I think if I stand tall with this Gengar VMAX, I think I'm in the lead here. And I find Gengar VMAX is all about timing, so you have the last Gengar VMAX. Going second in this matchup has actually proved to be fruitful in my testing. So I'm going to go research, pitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm going to go Urn, so I do have it.
Wow.
Single strike energy is going back into the deck. Now, since you do have 20 damage on you, I don't need to use all of my Urns, or I don't need to use all my single strike roars. So that's pretty cool. I am going to go Evolution Incense here and try to just get it out of my deck. I don't want to see this card anymore. This card has made me very upset. But yeah, I would have been able to do the full 330 damage with G-Max Swallow Up. Oh, this is like that. Like that. Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm like, there's something wrong here, Judge.
Judge? Can we call Judge live on stream?
This card pile upside down.
You keep shuffling it too. I don't know why.
Yeah, this one's not the. I'm like, my deck is gonna have.
You ever accidentally shuffle your discard pile? You're just like looking
through
it.
I've been playing Pokemon since 2005. The amount of stupid mistakes I've just made is ridiculous. I am going to use your Tower of Darkness and discard a Gengar VMAX from my hands.
Perfect.
So I am fairly content with that hand. I did take my. I don't think I added the extra 20 damage from this Houndoom, so I am going to give myself that extra 20 damage as well. Too busy shuffling it up like a bandit. I am going to hit you for G-Max Swallow Up for 250, 310, knockout, putting myself down to 1 prize card.
Perfect. And here's for all the potatoes. I'm going to put up the Houndoom and see if we can make magic happen.
Because you basically have to knock out my G-Max. You have to knock out my Gengar VMAX, right?
Exactly. Well, your Gengar can't attack next turn, so that's something that's
I can't attack next turn, so...
Right.
But I don't think you have a way to knock it out this turn, right?
Exactly. There's no way for me to swing for, what is it, it's 260 damage is what I would have to hit.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping for the best. If I can swing into something at least, and get some energies on it, do some sort of damage, maybe I can whittle you down, hit you the following turn, and then take home the dub here in this game. All right, we shuffle those energies back in.
I want you to go to the pre-release.
Yes.
Catch a dub there, not here.
I will. All right, we're gonna Crobat for 2. 1, 2. Not what we wanted to see. Okay. Well, since this has low HP, I'm gonna go Tower of Darkness. We're gonna get rid of the Umbreon VMAX. 1, 2. Wow. That's not what you want to see. So we're gonna have to, unfortunately, Marnie here to see some more cards.
Very good again. You're doing very good at playing Marnie at the correct time. I don't know if whoever taught you that. Couldn't have ever been.
I could have had a good coach. I don't know. All right, we're gonna.
For anyone who's wondering, I'm the head coach's coach. So.
Wow, this is not what I wanted to happen here.
Okay. Well, I mean.
Yeah.
I'll also put this in there just so I know that I've attacked. We don't want to forget that. How could we ever?
How could we forget?
I do switch cards though, by the way. So.
Yeah. I feel like I might have sequenced incorrectly here, but I unfortunately do have to pass and hope that you don't have your switch out. But we'll see what happens.
I have a very juicy play here.
Okay.
I have the switch and the hiding dark energy, which is a very good combination. But I also can just go Gengar V. I can go ahead and
manually retreat.
Retreats.
Eesh.
Urn of Vitality. Put those 2 back in. Eat those both. Take my 40 damage. And then I can even attack for 230 out of nowhere.
Exactly.
I had a Crobat as well. I mean, I've been thinning my deck all game, so it was all like... I don't think there was a card that really would have been bad, to be honest. I think literally the worst card I could have got was Boss's Orders, and Boss's Orders literally was the worst card I could have gotten in my deck. Everything else was open. So
I feel like I kept drawing into handfuls of supporters, so maybe the supporter line has to go down just a little, maybe take a Piers out.
I feel like another thing too is like before we started the stream, I made sure to cut down on my energies. The list is accurate in the description. But like it's one of those things where like the big thing about Gengar VMAX is that it costs less than Single Strike Urshifu VMAX, right?
Right.
Like, don't get me wrong, Single Strike Urshifu VMAX is lit if you're playing against decks like Jolteon VMAX, or if you're playing against Tornadus VMAX, or if you need to go through Zamazenta V, or if you need to go through Decidueye. Like, there's a whole long list of Pokemon, and it can knock out pretty much any VMAX easier than this one can, because that plus 10 damage is huge. The biggest issue that you have to deal with is that you pitch your energies away, and you're kind of... I feel like that list actually just runs less energies than this list.
Right.
So
I think that maybe cutting the energy cost down. I do like the capture energy play in there, and it also works well. You're right with the Urshifu. It works well with the Umbreon. The hiding dark is just so good, as you saw in that final play that Zach was making, where you had the switch, you had the hiding darkness. You could have really retreated out of a Houndoom. He had the alternative option of just swinging with the Gengar. It just makes so much sense in the deck. But maybe cutting out. So my thoughts are, if all of these decks using the special energies are apparent, does Duraludon VMAX make a comeback? Because that's
I think that's when you play Single Strike Urshifu VMAX back in this deck, or a 1/1 line or a 2/2 line. I mean, we see in decks like Sylveon where a lot of players are playing all these different kind of lines.
Correct.
It's interesting for sure.
And I kind of like that aspect of how TCG is now, where it's just like, pick the Pokemon you like and it'll probably be good. As long as you have a consistent deck setup, you can really just add in techs very easily with Pokemon lines rather than with your trainer lines.
Yeah. Are you you want to go first this one?
Oh yeah, I can go ahead. Let's
Okay.
see.
You're making it sound like it's like a choice here. You're like, oh,
yeah, I guess I'll go
first. Zach, if you force me into it, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like when I go to the movies and I'm like, yo, can we watch the new Saw or the new Purge movie? And she's like, well, there's this total romantic comedy that I really want to watch that I've been wanting to die for years. And I'm like, this movie was made in 2 minutes. And we end up watching that one. At least the popcorn's good.
Yes, there you go. You go for the popcorn. That's what you say.
I go to the Cineplex for the popcorn. Okay.
I got the prize cards out here. Everybody in YouTube land watching Shuffle Squad, do you like this the setup that we got going on here? We have worked a little bit on getting it almost perfect for you, so you can see everything going on. You can see some of the cards that are being used over here, right over here, in the corner behind Zach. And I think it came out very well for the setup that we have, and I'm excited to play more games like this, to be honest.
Same. I have a whole list of ideas for future streams and things that you just learn in the process, right?
Right. All right, so I'm gonna start out. I'll draw for turn. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put my Gengar V down, and then I will pass to you.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna go ahead and play a Great Ball first. You gotta, again, when you're playing cards like Great Ball, you gotta look through, figure out the best way to maximize your chances. So I guess it comes down to the Pokemon that I really want to attack with in this matchup. I think the best Pokemon for me to attack with is going to be... I'm just going to go with Umbreon. I think Umbreon's usually good to start off with.
Yeah.
Gengar can come back pretty nicely. I will be going back into my deck, so let's continue on with that. I am going to go with Capture Energy here. Capture Energy, search my deck for a Houndour, because I think Houndour is very important. And I'm actually going to go Quick Ball, discarding this Single Strike Energy away. Search my deck for a Crobat. I said I didn't want to put Crobat down in this matchup, but my hand is quite unfortunate. Going back into my deck, I'm going to use Evolution Incense, waste it, so not searching for anything. I'm going to go Urn of Vitality, put the Single Strike Energy back into the deck. This is how you're able to maximize your draws. A lot of players talk about how poor their draws are or anything else like that. I think it's one of those things where a lot of players can just do a little bit better when it comes to playing properly, and they wonder why players like Tord or Stefan or Azul, myself, are at the top tables, because it's all these little things that add up.
Exactly. It's all the steps you take to win the race.
Crobat for 5. How many cards are in your hands?
I currently have 6 cards in hand.
6 cards, nice. I don't want to put like a Gengar V down because that scares me, but I also don't want to not have a Gengar V down. I'm gonna go Gengar V down. I think that sounds pretty good. And you said 6 cards?
Correct.
I'm debating here. I have the Marnies and I have the Research. I also have the Hiding Darkness Energy. Do I care what I am going to pitch away from this hand? You want to know what? I'm in the advantage, so I'm going to be playing Marnie. The reason why I say I'm in the advantage, I am up game 1 against PJ. If I was a little bit more behind, I'd go with Research because I think it's a little bit of a riskier play. But I think more the consistent routes is going to be good. And I mean, Marnie is really not that much of a drawback. I just want to keep some resources there. And I mean, I think I made a pretty okay choice overall. I am going to pass my turn to you, sir.
Okay. And that was good because I'll play down the Houndour. I think that my turn 1 whiffing energy attachment was huge for you. I think that put you in such a good spot for this turn.
Pretty big.
I'm going to get out another Houndour. The other thing is that you want to keep, I think, more Hiding Darkness energy inside of your deck, just because my thought process was putting Umbreon V in just in case you had something you didn't want, like a Crobat or a Houndour in the active, so you couldn't retreat. The only way you'd be able to get out with the Houndour is if you evolved it and had the Hiding Darkness, or you had a manual switch in hand. So that was just a thought process game 1, but unfortunately didn't draw into the energy, so that plan did not work. All right, so we're gonna put Houndour down here on the bench. I'm gonna evolve. this Gengar, and then play a research. And if we were in real life, just like the Juniper, we could high five because I have no cards in my hand.
We'll give I'll put it out. I'll lose half my hand. I will.
Into the void. 1, 2.
PJ trapped me. This was a scary dream.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Very good. What I drew into. So I'm going to attach the Hiding Darkness Energy active. Then I will mean look you for 30 damage on your poor little puppy, Houndour.
Evil.
I know. Terrible.
Pick up for my turn. Okay, so we got some kind of ways to make it happen. Now, I think the best chance of me making anything happen is going to be... you want to wait? You have 200 HP there, and I can do... Yeah, I think my best option is to go Houndoom. Evolution Incense for Houndoom. Actually, yes. I don't know if I want to evolve that one or if I want to evolve that one. Both are very difficult choices.
Tricky.
I mean, I have Switch and I have Hiding Darkness Energy, which both are great ways to get out, because if I evolve, I can get out of your little active trap that you have going on here. I can't retreat out of the active if I don't evolve the active, so I mean, I'm going to go ahead and do that. So yeah, I'm gonna go I'm gonna go for a Single Strike Roar, Power Up, and Power Up. So I will take my 40 damage. I was also debating if I wanted to use double Single Strike Roar on the active.
Gotcha.
And knock it out, but that sounds really counterproductive. I will. Yeah, it sucks the Houndoom has the 1 retreat cost, or the double retreat cost.
Yeah, the two energy retreat.
I mean, have I used an Urn, because there's another world too where I get another Houndoom, and I am able to retreat both. I think that's really where it gets interesting, is that there's opportunities for me to make things happen, to like manually retreat here. I wonder what my opportunities are going to be for that.
You always want to think of your opponent's plays and how you're going to get out of the situation, you know, what their attacks are going to be like. We're going to use the old Marnie trick here, and we're going to put my giant hand underneath the deck. 2, 3, 4.
Okay, we did not get everything I wanted, but I was fortunate enough to draw into one of my switching outs, so I will be able to attack. So I am going to evolve into a Gengar VMAX. I'm going to go switch, and I'm going to hit you for 200 damage in your active.
And that knocks out my poor Umbreon V. During Pokemon checkup, I will put the Gengar VMAX active. Let's see what I can do here. We're going to draw for turn. Oh, that's very good. I will play a Tower of Darkness, and then play another Professor's Research, discarding a boss and an Urn. Get 7 more cards.
Should be pretty easy for you to get the knockout in response here.
Let's see. So I did not only draw into the Single Strike Energy, I also drew into the Evo Incense to get the Houndoom, to get this Single Strike Energy here for a Single Strike Roar, and that Single Strike Energy there. I think it doesn't matter either way, but we are going to probably go back into the deck.
Sure.
And I'm going to discard a Pierce, go in for a Quick Ball to go back in for another Gengar V. So now 40 damage on the active because of that.
40 damage on the active. Okay.
40 damage on my active.
Oh, on your active.
Because,
I was going to say, like,
it's
how
okay.
do you do 40 damage? Thinking Kelly on flashbacks.
Yes. But then I can go ahead and I can use Panic Fear because it does 60, 120, and another 60, so 180, and that it's a lot of damage. We'll put it that way. So I knocked out your Umbreon V.
Okay, the question is, I mean, I guess you have 4 prize cards left, right?
Correct.
Let's go for Gengar VMAX then. Evolve. I'm gonna go Urn of Vitality. Put back a couple of these.
Oof.
So I'm gonna put those back into the deck and search them out with. Actually, do I want to search them out? No, I need to. I guess I need 3. So yeah, I do want to search them out. So I do that. This takes 40. I also need to shuffle my deck too because those would have been shuffled through the deck. And I'm looking for one more. I guess maybe I didn't want to use it first. It's really tough.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get, like, the Houndoom gets it for me. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.
Exactly.
Oh, I think one of my cards got flipped up. Yeah.
All right. Getting closer towards the end of this stream here too. We do want to mention to everybody watching still, thank you so much for hanging with us here as well. We love having you guys watch us play some tabletop games. Zach and I love playing the tabletop games. So once again, thank you. And if you are not subscribed, you have not hit the like button, I'm not saying you have to do it, but it's greatly appreciated if you did. We are so close to 500 subs. So if you or any of your friends, your family can get us there, that would be awesome. And we will be doing a giveaway after 500 subs. At every 100 subs mark, we will be doing a huge giveaway to the community.
I just used Tower of Darkness for what it's worth. I really need that energy. Really, really, really bad. Research.
Okay. Oof.
Okay, so we did get the energy. I am also going to put Single Strike Urshifu V down. That's my spice tech. So that does allow me to OHKO a Gengar in response. Although I don't have all the pieces necessary for it. So that's never fun. But we will try to get there. We're like an Urn of Vitality away.
Yes.
I've only played 2 Urn of Vitality. So I'm going to go ahead and go Gmax Swallow Up for the knockouts.
Perfect.
Draw 3 prize cards. Feeling pretty good about this one, PJ.
Yeah. It looks good. I'm sure it feels good. It looks good. I'm going to go into the deck. I'm going to play an Evolution Incense. Let's take a look at what we have here. I do have the ability to get the Gengar V. I don't. Okay, I can also use Single Strike Roar. So we can do that. We can Single Strike Roar once and put 20 on here, as well as getting the Gengar VMAX. I will. Yeah, I think I'm gonna shuffle now. That card wanted to come with my thumb here. I got the magic fingers, as they say.
Amazing.
All right, here we go. So we're gonna put that on here. We're gonna evolve into the Gengar VMAX. I will attach a Hiding Darkness energy, and then I'm gonna Marnie.
Ooh, my hand was very good. I say this every time you use Marnie. King of Marnie.
It's like I know, right?
I mean, to be fair though, the rest of my deck is really good, and I did not have Urn in my hand. I'm an Urn and an energy away from making this happen, or an Urn and a Houndoom away from making this happen.
So what I'm going to do is I think I'm just going to Panic Fear, and that's going to do 180 plus the 20, so 200 damage.
So not the knockout.
Not the knockout.
Okay. So, sorry, you're doing 1, 2, 3, 180, 200 because of the single strike energy, so I'm at 240.
Right. Correct.
Okay, I just want to make sure. 240. I'll pick up for my turn. So this is an interesting play because I have a quick ball in my hands, and most players would be like, "Oh, let's thin out our deck in order to increase our chances of getting everything we want." I actually view that as a mistake because there's a higher chance that Urn is in the bottom cards because I put like almost 10 cards at the bottom of my deck. So I'm actually going to discard my Tower of Darkness with your Tower of Darkness to draw 2 cards. I did not get there though. Very close. I can't attack this turn anyways. So it just comes down to I don't know if it's worthwhile for me to do anything. Like I think I just go ahead and attach this single strike energy here for my hands. I know that the top of my deck should have Urn still, so I'd like to increase my chances of having that. So I don't want to be using those abilities. I do want to be using Tower of Darkness. I am going to feed you a Gengar VMAX.
All right.
Because if you don't knock out this Gengar VMAX, I win the game.
Exactly. All right, here we go. Oof. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Panic Fear for another 200 damage to knock out your Gengar VMAX and take 3 prize cards.
Okay, let's see what we can get here. I mean, I have to be close to this Urn. And I think this is really where the calculations, you got to see what's going on. Pick up for my turn. It's another Tower of Darkness. I need to get an Urn or a supporter. I'm going to pitch away with my ability. 1 card, 2 card. I did not get it. And you are down to 1 prize card left. Now, how many single strike energies are in your discard pile?
If we want to make it extra fancy, here we go. 3 single strike energies into the discard.
So currently you're doing 120, 140.
Right.
So you need to find an energy to get the knockouts. I mean, at this point, unfortunately, I have to pass.
All right.
Yeah, I won't have it.
I will draw for turn, and from my hand, I will play the Hiding Darkness energy to G-Max Swallow up your single strike Urshifu for the win.
Jesus. Looking at the top cards of my deck, how many turns was I away from it? So that would have been the next turn. Wow.
Oh. Wow.
So I was still,
there it is.
They were there.
They were in there.
They were there. Just the Urns were at the bottom. So maybe shuffling it up would have been a little bit of a better strategy. But I had to go with the stats there. I feel like I got burned a little bit. But that does give us enough time to finish off. We still have time to finish this game, right?
Yeah, we can go. We can move to a quick third game of the set and do our thing here.
I will go first, please.
Perfect. Sounds good to me. I don't know if everybody watching understands what I'm doing here and what Zach has done before is power shuffling. So what you do is you create a stack of 4 across the top and 3 across the bottom, where you could do like what Zach's doing is you create 3 and 3, and that's how you can ensure that you have all your cards in your deck too. It allows you to count to 60 easily. If you have the 4 and 3, you end on your top 4 being completed, but it also helps to randomize your deck. So Zach's doing it, obviously 3 and 3 is a way to get 60.
Randomizing the deck. I think it's good to just double check and count.
Yes. Yeah, because what if you dropped a card on a floor?
If we were, let's say if PG and I were across the table from ourselves, we both have Tower of Darkness. A lot of it would be really like, I could grab PJ's Tower of Darkness, especially with the same colored sleeves, think it's mine, or something like that. Stuff like that happens all the time in Pokemon. So you don't want to run into any penalties if you're running out of regionals. You don't want to be having anything like that. So
yeah. So very, very close game on game number 2 of 3. So it is 1v1 right now. So this is the tiebreaker for this mirror match of Gengar VMAX.
oh yeah.
I'm really excited that Judge is back. I noticed that on PTCGO earlier, where Judge showed up under the standard supporter cards.
I already traded for those full arts. It's
So did I. Was it Lost Thunder?
So one thing that I found in this matchup, Umbreon VMAX not really putting in its weight.
No, not at all. I wonder if we cut that completely. I've seen some spicy lists out there in Pokemon Land that cut the Umbreon V line completely, and they put in Galarian Wheezing. Okay, there is one mulligan. I like to mark that
really?
here.
Galarian Wheezing, interesting.
Yes, it's very funny. It's very cute.
Okay.
All right, I'll take my mulligan.
Not the greatest, but not the worst. I mean, you can't complain about getting Houndour on your first turn.
Exactly.
Pick up for my turn. Okay, this feels
The
a
only
lot
thing
better.
better is 2 Houndours.
2 Houndours. Well, you shouldn't put 2 cards down, PJ, because there's no advantage.
There isn't any advantage. You're right.
There isn't any advantage. It's for the cloud. It's cool.
It's for the homies.
As much as I say Umbreon VMAX is not going to be strong, I think it might be the wave.
Just when you think you're out, they keep pulling you back in.
Discarding a Gengar VMAX, which hurts my. If I don't find a Gengar VMAX in here, I'm gonna be a very cranky Zach. We're gonna go for another. We're gonna go for an Umbreon B. I think that sounds like a pretty solid strat. I'm gonna go for a Capture Energy.
Yes, there it is.
For a Houndour. And I mean, we're going with the trips Houndour. Turn 1. And I'll let you start your turn.
All right, I will draw for turn. That's very good. I'm gonna go with Piers. We're gonna go in here. We're gonna do some Piers things. I will get a Hiding Darkness Energy, and I will also get a Gengar V.
Yeah, Pierce could be pretty cool. I might be able to cut my gray balls for Pierce.
Yeah, I think Pierce is good. It does kind of feel bad using your supporter for turn, but just getting the energy manually and attaching it, as well as you could find any piece in your deck because you play basically all darks unless you tech in that Urshifu. I think Pierce feels really good.
Sure.
All right, so we're gonna attach active just so I have a switch out. Cards in hand, Zach?
I'm chilling at 3.
3 right now. Okay. I think I'm just gonna hang out here.
Okay. Pick up for my turn. Single strike energy. Umbreon VMAX, bring up your Gengar. Marnie. Putting the tab at the bottom of my deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not what I was looking for. We're actually slightly that one was tough.
Just a little short.
A little short.
Just like me.
Oh jeez. knockouts are getting amazing. I now need to go like this. Search my deck for it's actually just so painful. I'm just gonna search for Houndoom. And I'm gonna hit you with bites for 20 damage.
Oh,
So that was a gigantic miss. I was
Not the bite.
one Houndoom away from getting the knockout, but there's no point of committing if you are not getting that knockout.
all right, here we go. We'll draw for turn. I'm going to use Piers again. Cracked. We're gonna get a Gengar VMAX this time, and then we're gonna get a single strike energy. I will go back into the deck because I'm gonna now play a Houndoom, and then use single strike roar to get a second single strike energy here. I'm gonna evolve. We have placed this on, so now we're gonna go up to 40 damage counter. Then Panic Fear for a whole lot of damage to your small Houndour. And take one prize card.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and send up Tower of Darkness pitch. It's not good. This is just getting worse. This deck is apparently deciding to brick a little bit. Okay.
This is
So we're
always
gonna go
super
ahead.
frustrating when you have a deck that you've worked on a list and then all of a sudden it's played well in testing and then it just decides to brick when it matters.
I think I'm actually going to play Switch into this Houndour.
Okay.
Research. Okay, I'm going to go for Houndour. Capture Energy onto Houndour. For a Gengar V, I'm going to go Single Strike Roar. I'll take 20 damage there. And I'm going to go Bites.
For another 20. All right. I'll draw for turn. I'm going to play down a Gengar V, attach manually to Gengar V with a Hiding Darkness Energy. I'm going to quick ball away a regular Darkness Energy. I feel more and more the games I play with this deck, I don't use the basic Dark. I haven't used it yet.
Oh, I don't feel like you need a lot of energies. I feel like this deck might need more switching cards.
Right. All right, so we're going to get a Crobat. We're going to play a Crobat for 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to evolve the other Houndoom into, or Houndour into Houndoom. Let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and Panic Fear, take another knockout on your Houndour.
Let's make this happen. I'm going to attach for my turn. I'm gonna go for Evolution Incense. Search for a Gengar VMAX. I have another Evolution Incense. Search my deck for a Houndoom. Single Strike Roar. It's 40 now. You have 4 prize cards left?
I do.
Okay. And how much HP, how much,
So I have 60 on the active right now, so that brings it down to 260 left.
and there's 3 in play, so I'm doing 240. Okay, so I have to go for the Gmax swallow up if I want to get there. I am gonna go discard Umbreon with Tower of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to go ahead and Gmax swallow up before the knockout.
Perfect. Bring up my Gengar. Draw for turn. I'm going to play down an Umbreon V onto the bench. Discard a Tower of Water or Tower of Darkness to your Tower of Darkness and draw 2. Okay. I'm going to attach manually here. Then Professor's Research and discard.
Sure.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. I'm going to use Evolution Incense. Go into the deck here.
Gengar is very important in this matchup. It hits so
Yes.
much damage.
So I will go ahead and do Panic Fear for 120 damage to your Gengar
120.
VMAX.
Okay, so I'm at 160. So I have a few ways that I can make this happen. Just gotta find out how I can make it happen. I think we are gonna make this happen. So I'm gonna go for Single Strike Urshifu V.
Mhm.
Retreats.
Yep.
So now I can turn that off. Urn of Vitality. A couple Single Strike energies go back. I'm gonna
Yep.
go touch them both. Take 40. I will be going back into my deck, so I'm gonna go
Sure.
Quick Ball away Tower of Darkness. Gotta find all the basic Pokemon up in here. Quick Ball away Umbreon for a Gengar. Quick Ball away Gengar for a Crobats. Yeah, the one turn you don't
So many
Marnie is the deck. Time this gets set up. PJ's Marnies are a death sentence.
Yes. Very well planned Marnies.
Crobat for 4.
And there it is. Woo!
Boom. I also had the Tower of Darkness still.
Yeah.
And I had
And a
Research.
Refresher's Research.
So I just
Oh
want to
my
see like if we
gosh.
could have got it. Like let's say if this was just another card.
Yep.
I just want to see because it's always good to see how far you can get in the deck.
Mhm.
I know that there's more cards in the deck, so I am going to go Great Ball first. There's nothing there in that Great Ball, but I am going to go Evolution Incense, and I know that I have a Houndoom left. So that's all the Pokemon in the deck. Deck's getting very small.
Mm-hmm.
So I would have been able to go Tower of Darkness. We would have been able to go another Urn.
Mm-hmm.
Get that last energy back, because we have another one in our prize cards. So we want to increase the odds. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards with 1, 2, 3. So I mean, I'd literally have to get to the point.
30% chance.
Research. Well, I have a research too.
Right.
So I mean, I'd have to have all 3 energies at the bottom of my deck, which seems incredibly unlikely.
Wow.
1, 2, 3. We actually had all
we
the
got
energy.
there. Woo.
So it's one of those things where impact blow for 360 because of the fighting weakness that doesn't make sense to most of us.
But we got there.
Wild...
Amazing games. I loved it. It's okay. So,
all right, that's what we got going on for this video today, peeps. Hopefully you enjoyed watching this as much as I enjoyed destroying my pal PJ. If you haven't got a chance to check out these videos yet, I did take this from our tabletop stream from the Shuffle Squad, so be sure to check that out if you haven't got a chance to check it out already. You can follow them on YouTube, Twitter, all that great stuff, and I am part of it creating weekly content. As I said, the lists are in the description, so check that out, and if you haven't already, give this video a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments what you feel about this live kind of tabletop gameplay. If it's something you want to see more, maybe you have some suggestions, I'd love to hear back from y'all. Thank you so much for watching, peeps. Have yourself a wonderful day. Peace out. I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. It means the world to me. And my goal with this channel is to spread my love of the game and knowledge with our entire Pokemon TCG community. If you haven't already, help signal boost this video to other Pokemon TCG fans by liking it, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Hopefully we reach our goals really soon. Check out this recommended video and have yourself a great day. Thanks.